hands are old and wrinkled now, my hair is snowy white, and I'm sitting in my rocking chair in the late day's fading light. I'm watching my own grandkids as they're running wild and free in the same green yard that used to be a universe to me. They're a different generation with a different set of dreams, but life is just a river made of 1,000 different streams. I see my son a man now with a worry in his eye, the same one that my father had beneath the same old sky. He's teaching his own daughter how to climb the apple tree, and for a single moment the man he is me. The circle keeps on turning, it's a beautiful design. His story's just beginning, and I'm coming to the end of mine. And it's alright, 'cause these walls will keep the stories of the heartaches and the triumphs and the glories. Yeah, these walls will keep the stories long after I am gone, and the love that we have built here will continue to live on. This house is more than my house now, it's a legacy, you see. And these walls will keep the stories for my family. You don't get to live forever, you just get to play your part and leave a little bit of goodness from a well-worn, happy heart. And I see that goodness living in my children's children's eyes, and I know that is the closest thing to a perfect paradise. A wise, gentle, and deeply peaceful Monica solo that feels like a final, contented look back on a full life. These walls will keep the stories, all the heartaches and the glories. Long after I am gone, this love will carry on, a legacy, you see, for my family. The tools are all put up now, the sawdust swept away. The sun is setting on our very first official day. We're sitting on the new wood floor, a blanket and some wine, and your weary, happy, beautiful face is looking right at mine. There's no pictures on the walls, yet not a single rug or chair, just the smell of fresh cut pine and a promise in the air. And we're listening to an echo in an empty room, chasing out the memory of the loneliness and gloom. It's a hopeful, holy sound, a brand new kind of song, right Right here inside these four walls is where we finally belong. We've built the house and now, my love, the real work can begin to fill this empty echo with a lifetime of love to let in. I watch you trace a pattern on the floor where the bed will go, and I think about that piece of paper from a lifetime ago. It was just a dream we drew back then, a fragile, hopeful line. And now I'm living in that dream, and you are really mine. Your voice sounds like a stranger's here, it bounces off the wall. The sweetest and the finest sound that I can now recall. 'Cause we're listening to an echo in an empty room, chasing out the memory of the loneliness and gloom. It's a hopeful, holy sound, a brand new kind of song. Right here inside these four walls is where we finally belong. A house is only wood and nails, a place to keep you warm. A simple, sturdy shelter from the coming of the storm. But a home is something different. A home is built on trust, and this place, it felt like home to me before it was more than done. And deeply contented harmonica solo that feels like a happy, hopeful echo. An echo in an empty room, chasing out the gloom. A brand new kind of song, where we finally belong. The real work can begin, letting all the love in. The sky turned black at 4 o'clock, the birds all disappeared, and the wind began to whisper all the things that we had feared. It started as a gentle rain, a soft and steady sound. Then it turned into a fist of rage that beat upon the ground. We ran inside and locked the door and watched it through the glass, praying that this home we built was strong enough to last. And the wind was screaming like a train, the rain was coming down. We were huddled in the darkness in our brand new little town. I held you as the walls would shake, I held you as you cried, terrified that everything we'd built would soon have died. We lost some shingles from the roof, a window pane gave in, but our love was built on something that the storm could not get in. The foundation held. The lights went out, the power died, we lit a single flame. And in the flickering candlelight I whispered out your name. A giant oak fell in the yard with a soul-destroying crack, and I knew right then and there that there would be no turning back. I looked at you, your face so pale, but your eyes were strong and true, and I knew that I could face this hell as long as I had you. 'Cause the wind was screaming like a train, the rain was coming down. We were huddled in the darkness in our brand new little town. I held you as the walls would shake, I held you as you cried, terrified that everything we'd built would soon have died. We lost some shingles from the roof, a window pane gave in, but our love was built on something that the storm could not get in. The foundation held. This house is made of wood and nails and things that bend and break, but our love is made of promises that no wild storm can take. And I knew right in that moment, as the thunder roared above, the only real foundation is a true and honest love. Powerful, dramatic, and wailing harmonica solo that captures the intensity of the storm and the strength of their resolve. The wind was screaming, the rain was coming down, huddled in the darkness of our brand new little town. Pane gave in, but the storm could not get in, 'cause the foundation held. In the window, the night is soft and deep. Your mother's finally resting in a well-deserved good sleep, and I'm sitting in this rocking chair, the one my father made, in the quiet of the nursery, and I'm not the least afraid. I'm holding you right in my arms, so small against my chest, and my wild and restless, worried heart has finally found its rest. And oh, this house is a home now. I finally understand the meaning of the future that we built here with our hands. This house is a home now. The echoes disappear, replaced by your soft breathing, the sound I've always feared and loved and hoped and prayed for. It's a miracle so true. This house became a home, my dear, the day it first held you. Looking at your tiny hands and your perfect little nose, and I see a little bit of me and a lot of her, God knows. I make a silent promise in this quiet, holy light to be your shield and shelter and to always make things right. This love is so much bigger than the one I knew before. It's an ocean where my old love was, a wave upon the shore. 'Cause oh, this house is a home now. I finally understand the meaning of the future that we built here with our hands. This house is a home now. The echoes disappear, replaced by your soft breathing, the sound I've always feared and loved and hoped and prayed for. It's a miracle so true. This house became a home, my dear, the day it first held you. All the sawdust and the hammers and the worry and the rain, all the fear we felt that dark night, all the struggle and the pain, it was all a preparation. It was all a part of the design to build a fortress strong enough for this precious life of mine. A deeply tender, sweet and gentle harmonica solo that feels like a loving, peaceful lullaby. This house is a home now. I finally understand the future that we built here with our own two loving hands. A miracle so true. The day it first held you. The sun is out, the sky is clear, the world is washed and new. This hard to even recognize the hell that we've been through. There's a giant oak tree in the yard that wasn't there before, and a couple broken shingles right beside the kitchen door. We step outside together and we take a breath so deep of the promises, the daylight, and a brand new morning keep. And I know we're stronger than the storm. I see it in your eyes, that tired and that beautiful and that resolute surprise. We're stronger than the thunder, we're tougher than the rain. We're the quiet kind of shelter that can stand up to the pain. The wind can howl, the walls can shake and do what they will do, but I know we're stronger than the storm as long as I have you. Saw you grab the rake, we don't have to say a word. The clearest conversation is the one that isn't heard. We're picking up the pieces and we're setting them to right, building back our little world in the soft and morning light. Every broken branch we move and every nail we bend is a testament to a kind of love that doesn't have an end. 'Cause I know we're stronger than the storm. I see it in your eyes, that tired and that beautiful and that resolute surprise. We're stronger than the thunder, we're tougher than the rain. We're the quiet kind of shelter that can stand up to the pain. The wind can howl, the walls can shake and do what they will do, but I know we're stronger than the storm as long as I have you. That storm, it came to break us, but it gave us a great gift. It washed away the final and the smallest doubt and drift, and it showed us that our foundation, the one we built on trust, is more than just some concrete and more than dirt and dust. A powerful, proud, and deeply resilient harmonica solo that's full of a quiet, determined strength. Stronger than the storm, I see it in your eyes, that beautiful and that resolute surprise. Tougher than the rain, we can stand up to the pain. We're stronger than the storm, again and again. We're standing on an empty field, just dirt and open sky. her sweet and hopeful eyes. It don't look like much right now, I know that to be true. Just a patch of weeds and wildflowers and a world of work to do. But I'm not looking at the dirt, I'm looking past all that. Past the place the birds are singing and the old and sleeping cat. 'Cause I'm holding a paper and a promise right here in my hand. The blueprint for a future in this wild and stubborn land. I'm holding a paper and a promise, and with you by my side, I've got a faith that's strong enough to turn the coming tide. This love is our foundation, it's the truest thing I know. And this paper and this promise are the only seeds we need to grow. Right here's where the kitchen will be, the coffee in the sun. And we'll talk about our crazy day when all the work is done. That old oak tree right over there will hold a little swing, and we'll watch our children playing in the coming of the spring. I can see it all so clearly, every window, every door. A life that's better than the one that I was hoping for. 'Cause I'm holding a paper and a promise right here in my hand. Blueprint for a future in this wild and stubborn land. I'm holding a paper and a promise, and with you by my side, I've got a faith that's strong enough to turn the coming tide. It's gonna take some sweat and tears, it's gonna take some time to turn this empty acre to a treasure, yours and mine. But I'm not scared of working, I'm not scared to pay the cost. 'Cause a dream without you in it is the only thing that's lost. Bright and powerful after Hanukkah, so that feels like a vision of a happy future. A paper and a promise right here in my hand. A future in this stubborn yet a blessed and holy land. Our love's the foundation, the truest thing I know. The sun is high, the air is thick, the saws are making noise. A world away from all the quiet, simple country joys. We're standing in a half-built dream of timber frames and dust. A testament to our own love and our own stubborn trust. You're handing me the hammer with a smudge upon your cheek. The strongest and the finest help a man could ever see. And you got sawdust in your hair and a determined, lovely frown. You're the prettiest little carpenter in this entire town. We're building more than just a house, we're building a new life, the kind of love you only see between a man and his own wife. This ain't no fancy ballroom, but I'll hold you and I'll swear I I've never seen a prettier sight than you with sawdust in your hair. Remember when that wall was crooked and the rain came pouring in? I was ready to give up the fight before we could begin. But you just laughed and took my hand and said we'll be okay. A little bit of crooked's just our own and special way. You make the hard work easy, you make the long days short. You're my foundation and my shelter, my one and only port. 'Cause you've got sawdust in your hair and a determined, lovely frown. You're the prettiest little carpenter in this entire town. We're building more than just a house, we're building a new life, the kind of love you only see between a man and his own wife. Some people think that love is just a soft and gentle thing. They don't know that real love's got a hammer and a swing. It's getting tired and dirty, it's working side by side, it's building up forever with a humble, grateful pride. Solo that feels like a fun, productive day of working together. Sawdust in your hair, a determined, lovely frown, the prettiest little carpenter in this entire town. I'll hold you and I'll swear beyond any compare. I love you so much, darling, with that sawdust in your hair.
Sitting on the front porch in my father's rocking chair. There's a cool breeze of the evening blowing through my silver hair. The screen door's got a little tear, the paint is showing wear. There's 100 little projects that need fixing, I should care. But I look at this old house we built, so stubborn and so strong, and I know that all these little flaws are right where they belong. 'Cause I love every nick and scratch, every dent upon the wall, every faded pencil marking showing who was growing tall. I love every little memory that these worn-out floorboards keep, of 100 waking moments and 1,000 nights of sleep. A house is only perfect when it's empty, cold and new, but a home is built of living and of me and them and you. I can hear the children laughing out there in the fading light, playing in the same green yard where we won our greatest fight. And I see you through the window, you're humming soft and low. The greatest, sweetest partner that a man could ever know. That paper and that promise from so very long ago became a messy, beautiful, and a crazy loving show. 'Cause I love every nick and scratch, every dent upon the wall, every faded pencil marking showing who was growing tall. I love every little memory that these worn-out floorboards keep, of 100 waking moments and 1,000 nights of sleep. This life is not a museum to be kept all clean and bright. It's a place to make a beautiful mess in the darkness and the light. And all these little imperfections are the proof that we were here, and we loved and lived and laughed away every single doubt and fear. A wise, warm, and deeply contented harmonica solo that speaks of a long and happy life full of love. Every nick and scratch, every dent upon the wall, every faded pencil marking, after all, a home is built of living, and of me and them and you.
It's hanging on a nail inside the dusty barn, a simple piece of sculpted wood that's weathered every storm. It's not a fancy trophy and it doesn't brightly shine, but it's the most important tool in this simple life of mine. I take it down each morning as the sun begins to creep, to honor all the promises my family has to keep. And the handle on this feed scoop's been smoothed by 1,000 hands, a testament to all the quiet, stubborn working men. It's been smoothed by my own father and his own father too. Between the old times and the new, it's more than just a chore I do. It's a sacred, trusted part of the steady beating rhythm of a grateful farmer's heart. I remember being little, he'd let me try and hold the weight of all that history, more precious than pure gold. He'd say, son, these animals, they're counting on you now. You feed them first before yourself, that is our family's vow. And I'd feel so big and important with that scoop inside my grip, a lesson about responsibility from my father's knowing lip. 'Cause the handle on this feed scoop's been smoothed by 1,000 hands, a testament to all the quiet, stubborn working men. It's been smoothed by my own conversation between the old times and the new. It's more than just a chore I do, it's a sacred, trusted part of the steady beating rhythm of a grateful farmer's heart. This scoop has measured out the grain in the good years and the bad. It's measured out the joyful times and measured out the sad. It's a symbol of survival, of a promise to endure, love for this old piece of land that's simple, strong, and pure. A proud, soulful, and deeply reverent harmonica solo that's full of a sense of duty and heritage, smoothed by 1,000 hands, all the quiet working men. My father and his father too, again and again, a sacred, trusted part of a grateful farmer's heart.
The tools are in the woodshed, the animals are fed, a million little worries have been put away to bed. The kitchen light is glowing, there's a supper on the stove, a simple, quiet testament to a long and lasting love. Come out to the porch swing just to watch the days retreat and rest my tired old body and my weary aching feet. And it's just another sunset, but it's more than I could ask, a masterpiece of beauty and a slow and holy task. It's just another sunset painting purple, red, and gold, the greatest story ever that will never get too old. It's the perfect, sweet reward at the end of a long day, to watch another sunset come and wash the world away. I think about my father, who sat right where I sit and watched this same old picture every single little bit. He saw the same old colors on the same old western hill, and I feel his peaceful spirit sitting right here with me still. This sky has held our memories, our laughter and our pain. It's seen our years of sunshine and our years of bitter rain. 'Cause it's just another sunset, but it's more than I could ask, a masterpiece of beauty and a slow and holy task. It's just another sunset painting purple, red, and gold, the greatest story ever that will never get too old. It's the perfect, sweet reward at the end of a long day, to watch another sunset come and wash the world away. And in this quiet moment, everything feels right. The darkness doesn't scare me, 'cause I'm looking at the light. And I'm so very grateful for this simple, blessed show, the only real treasure that my spirit's come to know. A beautiful, peaceful, and deeply contented harmonica solo that feels like watching a slow, majestic sunset. Just another sunset, more than I could ask. A slow and holy task. A beauty meant to last. Painting red and gold, a story never old. I love to see you dressed up with your pearls and your high heels. You can stop the traffic, girl, you know just how that feels. You walk into a party and you light up the whole room. A beautiful and perfect and a rare and lovely bloom. And I'm the proudest man alive to be standing by your side, with my heart about to burst right from a humble, happy pride. But the you I love the most is the one that no one sees, in a faded t-shirt and a pair of worn-out jeans. The you I love the most is the one I get to know after all the lights are down and there's no place left to go.
tell, no makeup on your face, humming to the radio all over this old place. You're laughing at a silly joke with a sparkle in your eye, a private little miracle beneath the kitchen sky. These are the moments that I say I keep them locked away to get me through the hardness of a long and weary day. 'Cause the you I love the most is the one that no one sees, in a faded t-shirt and a pair of worn-out jeans. The you I love the most is the one I get to know after all the lights are down and there's no place left to go. The world can have the glamour, but the real prize is all mine. I love you most when you're not even trying to shine. The world sees your reflection, so perfect and so bright, but I get to see the real you in the soft and honest light. And that's a gift that's sacred, a treasure and a sign that the deepest part of your sweet soul is truly only mine. A warm, gentle, and deeply affectionate harmonica solo that feels like a loving, happy sigh. The you I love the most is the one that no one sees, in your faded t-shirt and your worn-out